Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we are here with the TheFlyBoyWay, my boy. So, as everyone knows, Detty December is going on, and one of my homeboys, the OG, the original traveler, is out in Ghana right now doing his thing, having a good time. And I just wanted to check him out and see how he's doing, ask him a few questions. For anybody that wants to go out there and visit during this time, December, that's when everybody is out there, you know. Um, so let's check him out, man. Flyboy.
I was just trying to get the camera right. Yo, what's going on? What's going on,
Yo,
everybody?
man, it's good, bro.
It's, it's your boy FRE
Man,
$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's
man, you out there?
THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel. Just trying to set everything up right.
Oh yeah, man. Good. Dang, what time is it over there?
5:21.
Oh,
5:21. Oh yeah, that's a bit late. Give me a second. Let me flip the
oh yeah,
table
yeah,
around.
yeah. Time, man. Gotta make
Yeah,
sure
nah,
to.
it took. I mean, it took me a while to get used to the difference. Not as far as like a jet lag or anything like that, but more like
Yeah.
just understanding what time it is when I go live over here, over there, or understanding like what time it is when I post stuff over here when it's over there, because it's like I think it's like a 6 hour behind or something like that. Some weird different stuff. There you go.
Okay. Oh, 6 hours. Okay. You streaming from your phone out there, or you got your?
No, I'm streaming from my phone.
Oh, dang. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I got my Osmo Pocket, but unfortunately, it happens in some places international. But when you try to go live on your Osmo on Pocket 3, it Google doesn't let you sign in on your phone from certain countries. I got Colombia, I didn't have an issue with it. Mexico, I didn't have an issue with it. Costa Rica, I don't think I had an issue with it. But when I got to like Cuba, and now when I'm here in Ghana, Accra, it's an issue with doing it. It's not working. So I've been going live from my phone the
Hmm.
whole time.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Weird.
I still haven't tried that going live from the Osmo. I'm
Yo,
using it
honest,
right now, but
but
yeah.
it's the clearest thing it's the clearest thing there is, man. Because you got to think about this: when you're going live from your phone is doing like a lot of extra work, so it's draining the battery faster. It's got streaming open. It's using the camera. It's using the audio. So it's doing so much that the picture can get diluted. It can't be the most perfect. But on the Osmo, because it's strictly for that.
It's
Nope.
clean. It looks good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Crispy coming.
Dang. Man, how long you been out there for?
I've been out here since Thursday. I think I got here Thursday afternoon. My flight was a little bit late, of course, but we made it. I've been here. I hit the ground running, y'all. I hit the ground running again. It's like normally I would never, and I tell people this all the time. I would never suggest anyone going to Ghana or Africa for less than 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, because of especially Ghana. Let's just say Ghana. Let's not say Africa because I say no one should go to Ghana without going for more than 2 weeks, or going 2 weeks at least, because it's cost me like, especially during December, it's cost me like I'm at like 6,000 something, and
What?
I'm only gonna be here for a week, so it's like
Wow.
I'm at like 6K. I'm probably way over. I'm not way over 6K, but I'm a little bit over 6K. And then in the day, I'm just talking about what I have left to spend cash, what I've spent already on everything. And regardless, it's worth it. It's 10 times worth it. But it just for a week.
Dang, bro. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was out there last summer, for
Mhm.
like 3 weeks. But nah, I didn't spend that much. But then again, it wasn't, Detty December, so I didn't have all of the events to go to and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I said. The typical person that's just coming for December probably will only spend like 3,000. maybe 4,000 because the flight, like at least 4,000, at least 4,000. The typical person would spend at least 4,000. The flight alone was like 2,100 or 20. It was 1980 something, but you want to always get the insurance because everything changes. Like my flight got changed and I still was able to do it. So I got the insurance. Hold on, my daughter's mother right there. Give me a second.
Oh man, you out there in Ghana? Did you freeze up? Mm. Yeah, man. So I was out there in Ghana last year while we wait for Flyboy, and it was cool.
Hold
You
on,
know.
hold on
Oh,
one
you
second.
met?
I gotta make my
Okay. Let's be on a phone call. But anyways, if you're gonna go to Ghana, you guys got to check out Labadi Beach. You know, Labadi Beach is dope. I got a video on it on my page about it. Go out there, ride horses, ATVs, four wheelers. Um, there's all types of things to do. They got beach parties. Um, but specifically at this time, they got all type of festivals. You can Google it on YouTube, or you could search it on YouTube, and you'll see all the festivities that are going on. But it is expensive. I ain't gonna lie, it's expensive to get out there. It's gonna cost you like $2,000 just for the flight back and forth from America to Accra and back. So take that into consideration. You know.
I can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I got to go out and come back in because I think when I got the call, answer the call, it messed up the volume on here because you kind of low.
Oh, you
So
can't.
I'm gonna go
I'm
out and
not.
come back in.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So like I was saying, actually I got a jersey in here. What do we got here? Make sure you get one of these when you out there. The original. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be official. It's a good old soccer jersey. I got a white one in there too. You know. Now, if you are American out there, they will try to tax you. So they will, even though I'm from Ghana, I was out there and they're sitting there talking to me, right? And they know I'm American, even though I am Ghanaian as well. And they try to sell me that jersey for $80 in Ghana, in Accra. I end up buying it for like I got my cousin to get it for me for I think it was like $18. So from 80 to 18. 80 to 18. Mm, yeah. What else did I do when I was out there? You got to go to Osu. Osu is an area where all the clubs are at. Where you have all the clubs, you have the bars, um you have the day parties, lounges, and of course you have your the ladies of the night out there. They're working. Just be careful with that because I'm not saying it's like South America where you could get pickpocketed or possibly robbed. It's a lot safer in my opinion, but still, you don't want to get finessed. I know a lot of lover boys going out there falling in love with the wrong girls because they will finesse you as well. Don't get it twisted. They speak English very well. I think that's Flyboy texting me. Okay. 1 second. me see if I can even pull up my video on that. I just want to show some clips when I was out there. See what we got here. We got just okay. Here it is. Okay, he's back.
Them and they take tourists out on the horses, literally on the beach, on the sand by the water. It's really nice. So I was there trying to figure out which horse I wanted to ride.
When
I
I was out
finally
there,
picked one. I think the horse more so picked me because I was just standing there. Next thing I know, this horse comes up to me, just looking at me. So I figured, okay, let me pick this horse. And of course, the owner of the horse had the horse on a rope. And don't worry, horses out on
well,
a
you can
daily.
see you got the horses out
They'd
there.
have tourists on them all the time.
They got the ATVs out there.
I'm on a 4-wheeler on an ATV. It was good times. It was about the
But you can check out that video later. It's called the Labadi Beach video. Okay.
All right,
Yo,
yo, I'm back.
yo,
All right,
yo.
my daughter. I was supposed to be taking my daughter to a recreational thing in Accra. It was a Dion recreational center where they got like pool, they got like uh, go karts, they had a bunch of stuff. But I just realized that my daughter's mother, one of my best friends, they're staying in the village. So they're like an hour and a half away from where I'm at. I'm in the main part of the city, like 5 minutes away from Osua. Osua, for those that don't know, if he hasn't said yet, is the biggest place where like outside of East Lagoon, where you're gonna find all the clubs, restaurants, and stuff together where everybody is at. We'll get more into that, I guess, along the journey. But I just want to tell you that so you understand that I'm in the area, I'm in the city, and they literally are an hour and a half away in the village. Now I have a driver, and my driver I have rented his services for like 4 days, and the way it works is that I pay $70, and then I get him for 12 hours direct, like 12 hours. He's with me for 12 hours with the car. I don't pay for no gas or anything like that. Super dope driver. Shout out to E Money. His name is something different, but it's a
Yeah.
Ghanaian name. So, but and so today I don't have my driver, and like even if I did have my driver's not going to drive an hour and a half to a village because it's outside of Accra. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take my daughter. I really want to because my daughter. For you, those that don't know, I have a son and a daughter. You guys see a lot of people see my son on my channel all the time because he lives with me. My daughter, she lives with her mother now her mother's husband in my other house, and they rent from me at a low price. But I really wanted to, she's Ghanaian. That's why I'm in Ghana right now. My daughter's mother, one of my best friends, is Ghanaian, and her husband is from Ghana and Ghanaian as well. And I wanted my daughter to like I wanted her to like. She's getting the Ghanaian feel from her mother and her stepfather. And she's getting a Ghanaian feel or father-in-law. You're getting that Ghanaian from there. But I wanted her to know the luxury of being a black American in Ghana. And I
Right.
don't know if going in the village is going to give her that knowledge of that luxury. So I wanted her to come down here. So we go to the top restaurant. She'll see how we all do all that stuff. We go karting and all that stuff, but an hour and a half in Ghana is just not really possible. So
Yeah.
that's why it was getting so conjuncted when I was talking to y'all, because at this time we were supposed to be going there. I thought she was on her way until they told me how far it is.
So okay, so she's too far right now to get to
Yeah,
you.
like
Okay.
the issue was where the wedding is at was in East Lagoon, and for those that don't know, East Lagoon is only about 30 minutes away from where I'm at, which is the middle, basically downtown area of Accra, and close to the beach at that.
Where the rich
And
people live.
you said what?
I said it's where the rich people live.
Something like that.
Upper class.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Something like that. I know you guys want to see Ghana and stuff. I'll take y'all to the pool, more into the like this Airbnb has a pool. I mean, this is my second Airbnb. The Airbnb has a pool, has a gym. It's, as you can see, marble floors, nice bed, air conditioner, all that stuff. Um, the other Airbnb I had was 238 steps away from the water. I'll show you
Uh,
guys that also. Like literally, I woke up in the morning. The video when the videos come out, y'all see it. I haven't posted any beach videos yet because here's the thing. I'm doing this thing where I'm conjunction. You didn't ask a lot of questions. I'm just trying to keep in order for everything. We'll go back.
Yeah.
Anything you want to
Yeah.
talk about, we go back more in detail about it. I'm trying to do what I do. I have picked 5 women that I want to hang out with. They were all different looks, all different personalities, and I wanted to get the flavor of what I would see in Ghana. Some of them were Nigerian, some of them were Ghanaian, some of them were Cameroonian, some of them were I want to see Sierra Leone from Sierra Leone. It was different ones, and some of them was like college girls. Some of them was influencers. One of them was a top model, international model. She just did Accra, ripped the runway. I mean, she did Accra Fashion Week. I sent you the picture. She's actually in the thumbnail. She did Accra Fashion Week this past year, 2024. She did Rip the Runway, a bunch of other stuff. Um, so just to get different, because just to get different personalities of Ghana, so I can get more of an inclusive understanding of it. So by doing that, I'm not able to post all the women at the same time because I don't want it to conflict because all the women follow me on Instagram. Now YouTube, some of them I might be able to get it out, but I still gotta be a little easy with it right now.
Yo, how did you meet all these different girls from all are they just all there right now?
Tinder, Tinder.
Ah,
Um, the college girl, she lives in Nigeria. She's super cool, but she's kind of like she likes the lifestyle. She doesn't
yeah,
ask for any.
yeah.
She never asked for any money, but she likes the lifestyle. But I said, yo, she came over. She had a nice little thing. She picked me up from the airport. Like when I came
Wow.
from the airport, I picked me up. She met me she welcomed me, Aquaba. She welcomed me at the
Aquaba.
airport. You know what I mean? She welcomed me
Yeah.
at the airport with my driver. So my driver was there. She met with my driver before I even met with my driver because my driver had my name up. And then she came to me and gave me a hug when I first got there. And then we walked to my driver. I had on a nice orange outfit, tights on, thick, light skin, nice Nigerian. And then I wanted her to see the whole day so we could have the whole experience. So rather than her go back home, I said, yo, I'm gonna buy you an outfit for the night. Because for those that don't know, outfits are really inexpensive here because they sell them on the street too. Outfits
Yeah.
meaning a woman's dress, shoes, and I even bought a bag, even a bag, like a little bag, because I wanted her to, because I know I'm gonna. She knows I'm recording, and I like to record when it's nice. So I had to show her that lifestyle, and she likes it. And uh, That was the first thing. Then the second one was the model. When we went out to eat, got to know it and all that stuff. So I met them all on Tinder, though. But I met them all on Tinder. And
Hey,
the college chick is only here for I think one or two more weeks because she came on holiday, and then the model she actually lives outside of Accra in like a village also. The Nigerian girl she lives in Accra. The influencer she like lives in like some luxurious part of Accra, and the other one was the wild card. Now the wild card she's like a little young. She dances. She's 20, like 20, 20. Other one's like 24 and up. She's like 20. Um, and I don't know. I forgot where she lives. But she's
mm,
got in.
okay. So have you seen a lot of American girls there too? It's because it's
Yeah,
Detty and
I've seen a lot of American girls at the festival. Now the festival is
yeah,
the Afro Future, which used to be called Afrochella. Normally they have it at one place, but this is the first year they decided not to have it at a place while they fixed that other place up, and they had it at the beach. And the way they had it at the beach, they had the VIP section and they had the general admission section. If you had VIP tickets, you VIP things, you was able to get in VIP and general admission. If you had general admission, you were only able to get in general admission. And general admission was more locals, more Ghanaians, more people from other countries. In VIP, it was a lot of Americans, a lot of
yeah, of
Americans and Canadians.
course.
Americans and Canadians. Majority of people there was Americans and Canadians in the VIP, and a lot of them were older or bigger black women. So
Okay.
and their husbands
Yeah,
or black guys, but it was cool. It was dope, and I vibed everywhere. It was cool, but in the videos that you're gonna see on my channel when I come back, when I get back to the States, um, you're gonna see the difference. And I pointed out like, hey, watch, we're now in VIP. You're gonna see all the people. They had two different VIP sections. They had the
yeah,
section with the tables and stuff, and they had the section where you could sit right by the stage. The tables and stuff was cool, but it wasn't smart. It wasn't to me. And the placement was not the best because if you wanted to record, that probably was the worst angle you could record from. The VIP that you could walk in, where I said I was at, you're right in front of the stage. Like the stage is here. There's a walkway here for the people, and then the stage is right here and it's up higher. So again, I don't think I could have got a better view. And I definitely
yeah,
seen all American, mostly
yeah.
American women and their boyfriends were not.
Yeah, I think I saw that clip. I'm not sure if it was on your YouTube or your Instagram, where you were
Mhm.
walking through regular admission and VIP,
Oh,
and then
live. It was
you
live
were,
video I
you were
did. I didn't know how
explaining.
clear it was, so
Oh, shout out to my boy, Ung J. You know Ung J. He's in the comments.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, so they had but you were saying that the VIP, or actually no,
Mhm.
regular admission, that they looked better,
Way better.
right?
By
Way
far.
better. And
Way
they
better.
were but in the VIP they were bigger and American.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Okay, now let
okay.
me tell you though. I bought the VIP tickets in September when the early birds came out. And I got two things. I got the band gets you up for 2 days because it was 2 day event. And it puts you in VIP for 2 days. The band was 350 USD. Now, for those that don't know, the average person in a croc makes 1,500 what they call Ghana cities. Ghana cities is the is the
Cities,
is
yeah,
the is the
yeah,
currency in Ghana. Now
yeah.
the exchange of Ghana cities is $1 for every 14.6 Ghana cities. That's what
Ooh,
you'll
it
see
went up.
on Google.
Wow.
That's what you see on
Yeah,
Google. This confused me, and I'll talk about this in my Black Man's Guide because when I went to try to exchange it with the locals, they gave me a 1 to 15.3 ratio. So the Google number was lower. And this is the first time I've ever seen this in any country. The exchange rate was lower than what I was actually getting here. I've never seen that in any other country. So,
you gave them
so like I
cash,
said,
right? You
huh?
you gave them, did you give them cash like
I
hundreds?
give him cash. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
I
why.
tell
Yeah,
people, if you're going to bring cash, the things you got to
yeah,
make sure is that there's no cuts or slits or any kind of
yeah.
strong bends for cash because they won't take it. And you only want to bring, and luckily I did the research, so I knew this. You only want to bring 50s and 100s. And the reason why is because they won't really take any 20s. And if they do take 20s, they'll charge you a higher rate a lower. I mean, in other words,
Right.
like where I got 15.3, if you come with 20s, you might only get 14.2. So that's how much there is a difference of if you have 20s or 50s and hundreds. 50s and hundreds, they leave you flat.
Yeah. And also, if you have the newer bills, it's funny,
Mm.
but they like them crispy, new. You know, they'll give you more money back, right?
Yeah.
Um, I've been hearing that they took away the visa to get into Accra. Is it true? Like you
Okay,
don't have to.
not necessarily true that way. Here's the thing: every Christmas, I get the research. Every Christmas from December to like the middle of January or February, Ghana takes away the fact that you need to get a visa in advance, and they allow for visas on arrival. The way visas on arrival work is that you show up at the airport with all the stuff, your yellow fever vaccination. You show up with proof of income, and you need like at least $1,000 in your bank account. You show up with your invitation to be in Ghana or your Airbnb information, and then you show up with your passport, and they write you a visa on arrival to get in. Because that wasn't available when I went to go get my visa in October, I ended up having to go through the New York process, which was a little bit. It was fast, 5 days, but it was a little bit more costly. Um, but they only do that they only do the visa on arrival from December to February. The rest of the time is normal. But they just made a thing. The incoming president said in January they have something that says any African or any passport holder will be able to get into Ghana without paying a visa fee. The issue with I'm not sure of is if they're considering Black Americans to be African, or if they're considering
Yeah.
just talking about African countries being able to enter Ghana for free, and that's what they haven't really made the distinction yet.
Yeah, okay. Because when I was there, I had to do all that too last summer, but I know
Mm-hmm.
things are changing. So, uh, one thing I wanted to ask you about, bro. I know you've been to. This is your first African country, right? Or
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but you've been to. Let's say, what other country would you say had similar a similar amount of would you say black people, African descent? Cali probably, or maybe Cuba. I don't
You
know.
mean Black people like of direct African descent?
Yeah,
Like the cultures are the same, the outfits are the same. I would say
similar. Yeah, yeah.
I would say Cali, Colombia, some parts of Barranquilla, definitely Cuba, and even Costa Rica. But they
Really?
were all from Lamont.
Hmm.
They're the ones that was like really into Africa was from Lamont. Um, Let me see if I can think of any other place. I don't think Mexico. No, no. So I didn't really see. Oh, I mean, if you want to if you want to say Dubai, yes, Dubai does too, but they're workers. They're not like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
know what I'm saying.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I heard, man. I heard them girls are getting sick over there from doing whatever they're doing, man. That's a different story, bro.
hey, yo, listen,
You
man.
gotta get your money
Yo, man.
somehow.
Hey, yo, man, listen.
Yo,
The stuff they boy, listen. And there's a lot.
hey,
And when I
man,
say the reason why I pointed out Dubai, it's a lot of Africans in Dubai. It's more
dude.
Indians, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
Africans in Dubai.
I know some Ethiopian girls over there, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously they're working, right? Uh,
I always just say if a chick go to Dubai and I see a picture of Dubai and she's from another country, I know it's over.
you
It's just
know, you
over.
know, you know what it is.
It's just
Um,
over, man. There's a limit. There's a limit. Like I don't want to. Dubai lets me know. Oh, you willing? It's all going down. Versus if I know you're a pro in Colombia, I know you're a pro in Brazil, I know you're a pro in Costa Rica. It might be some leeway. Like, okay, that's fun. Yeah, I know something there, man. But in Dubai, I know how to get down. So
I mean, man, I never been out there, man, but I don't know. Is it real? That stuff is real? Like
1,000%,
they
thousand
call
percent.
it doo buy for a reason?
It's even worse than that.
Yo,
Like it's because I don't like I say I'm not
yeah,
I don't go too much, but I will say that they're promised something when they come over there, but when they get over there, they're like, all right, they take their passports, they take the African people. It's my presumption from the
what?
information from the people I talked to when I was in
Yeah,
Dubai. When from the people I talked to, the Indians, the Africans in Dubai, and from the videos I seen on YouTube that confirmed that is the same that people were saying in person. A lot of times they promise something, they get half, they get like not half, they get 1/3 of the money sent to them before they do it, and then they come over there to do it. And when they come over there, they take their passport, and once they take their passport and they can't leave, they then say, "All right, this is the thing. You have to do this for 30 days, and you got to do whatever. If you refuse anything, like because it's way more than just the Dubai thing, way more. If you refuse to do anything, you get nothing, and you might not get your passport back, or you get nothing and you get your passport back, and you got to find a way home yourself. And a lot of them be coming from places where there's no way they can do that. So what they end up having to do is they end up having to go above and beyond to the point of stuff that you can't even mention on public platforms of the stuff they be doing, whether it's blood, whether it's dogs, cats, bruh. It's a lot. It's a lot,
Yo,
bro. It's a lot. And
dang.
again, that's the difference. I think that's the difference between the type of travel I do, is that my travel is more relegated to the locals. Like if you've seen my videos so far, I've been with the locals most of the time.
Yeah.
I do tourist stuff like the concert, but I'm with the locals most of the time, so I get to hear the inner conversations of the politics and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Have you had any like local experiences in Accra outside of the events? Have you been
yeah, of
to,
course.
I guess, any local mom and pop spots for to eat, or gone with any of these girls on a date somewhere that was, more local to Ghana?
I mean, even locally, they have fancy restaurants, or they have diners that everyone goes to. It might not locally doesn't necessarily mean it's the mom and pop's joint that's real small and skinny. Locally can mean that all the cool kids, all the people who come and they move around, they go to the places. Like for example, the hottest place to eat, and it's a 24-hour restaurant in Ghana, in Accra. You might know it. I'm not gonna let you take a guess, and then I'll tell you what I think it is. Well, I know it is.
Yeah. Bro, I didn't get a chance to do too much. So I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you.
All right, so the hottest breakfast, hottest spot, and it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's 24 hours, 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and everyone goes here. It's in the Osu area. It's called Breakfast to Breakfast. Now, when you go to Breakfast to Breakfast, it's not that it is a poor mom and pop spot, which makes it local. It's the spot that everybody goes to all types of night to get food that's good, and that's what makes it local. So you won't see you won't see the poorest person, but you won't see the rich. You'll see the people in the middle class. That's what I consider locally. Locally is the people who fit in the middle, not the people. Not the people at the top or the bottom. Local is the most people is in the middle, and that's
Yeah,
where you're gonna find the most people in the middle. So, and the food is spectacular. A1.
you got that on video, right?
Yeah, I got all
You
that
got that
video
in
too.
your blog as
I,
well.
yeah, I did a live video on it, and I did do a walkthrough with it twice, I think. But I have a live video of it too, and I'll be probably going back there either tonight or tomorrow, depending on which lady I hang out with tonight.
Ah, okay. So the reason I was asking about other countries in the as far as like the
Yeah, that's true.
African population, the diaspora is what is your comparison? Like if you had to choose, would you like how do you rank it? Did you like Accra better so far, or did you like Cali better, and why? What
Let
was
me
your
get some
experience?
water, and I gotta break it down two different ways. Different ways. So, water. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
one thing that you notice that you might not notice in the States is that every single water. Oh, let me close this because I don't want the mosquitoes getting in here. Mosquito spray is 1,000% needed, y'all. Do not try to come here without any mosquito. And you get the good
Oh yeah,
mosquito spray
yeah.
that lasts like 14 hours.
It's not a game
It's a
out
good
there, bro.
mosquito.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's nasty work. It's nasty work, and it's not during the day. It's only at nighttime. It's nasty work. One thing I realized, and before we get into it, is that you'll see most water bottles only have the thing you just turn right here, but all of the water bottles here in Ghana, they have plastic over it that you have to pull off, and they have a scan mark where you can scan and find out how the water was transported, and then you got to put a plastic off. It's for every. If the water bottle doesn't have that, don't drink out of it, because if you drink from the water, if you have, I mean, if you get water in your mouth in the shower, it's not a big thing. But if you drink from the water, you drink from the faucet, or you use like the water from the faucet in like a cup of noodles or something like that, you're gonna have diarrhea for like 2 3 days.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
I wouldn't suggest I just want to part of that part out. But now as far as you said, go back to the question and I'll answer right away so you can
Yeah, yeah. I
cover
was
it.
saying in your experiences in the diaspora, uh, from the different countries, right? Cuba, Cali, now Accra. Um, I know it's your first African country. How would you compare it? Were there things about it that you find similarities in? You know what I'm saying? And then we can get into your experience with dating, since you've been on dates in all different areas, you know. But
Um,
overall,
okay,
would you say that
so
it's similar?
the first thing I would talk about is the cost of living or the cost of traveling here in different places. Ghana is going to be a little bit more expensive than what you may, because what Cali, Colombia is going to be. It's a little bit more expensive than what Cuba. No, it's going to be way more expensive than Cuba. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than Cali, Colombia, but it's going to be a lot less expensive than the United States, because
Mm,
the 1 to 15 ratio of the stuff. You can get an Airbnb for anywhere between 60. If you want a quality Airbnb, I only stay in like the quality. I'm not at the top. I'm not at the bottom. I'm either towards the upper middle or up. And it's going to be running you about like $50 to $80 United States and $36. The one I'm at costs about $100 a night. Um, and
it's a two
that's only
bedroom.
because it's one
It's a
bedroom.
two bedroom or one bedroom.
It's a studio. It's a studio. My fault. But you got to realize the reason why mine's cost so much is because it's Dutch December. The most expensive time to
Mm,
come to Ghana
yeah,
is during Dutch December. So that's
yeah,
normally it would probably only be like $50, maybe $60 a night. But now $100 a night. They're getting it. It's a lot of people in this place. So when you think about cost, Accra is going to be a little bit more than the usual we go, especially during December is going to be a little bit more. When you think about the people and the kindliness of the people, now I have to split this into women and men for a reason. Now I'll break it down to you. Barranquilla, Colombia has some of the nicest people in the world.
yeah.
Some will still try to hustle you. Cali, Colombia has some of the nicest people in the world. Some will still try to hustle you. And Ghana has some of the nicest people in the world, and some will still try to hustle you.
Absolutely.
The biggest difference is that in Ghana, when we when we talk about hustling, because it's a 1 to 15 ratio and everything is still inexpensive. Like it could be in Cuba in, in Colombia, it could be a $1 for every 4,000 peso um exchange rate, but stuff
Yeah,
still could be a little bit more expensive for you. In Ghana, the only thing expensive is going to the club. Everything in Ghana is super inexpensive except for going to the club or going to a fancy, not even going to a restaurant. It's super inexpensive. So, for example, I treated myself, my date, my driver, and his girlfriend and food. The food came up to 750 cities for all the food we for 4 people. That's the equivalent of like $40 or fifty
yeah.
dollars for 4 people
Mm,
to eat. And and I mean big meals at a nice diner that had air conditioning and people in it that everyone goes to. So yeah, Uber rides everywhere have ranged only between $3 and $7. I had one
mm.
Uber ride that was like $15, but that was the highest Uber ride I ever had. And all the other ones is way less. So I say Ghana is probably hit on better on the cost of living, especially outside of December. But especially if you don't go to the clubs and pop bottles. Because if you, I went to Kruna, and Kruna is one of the top clubs, if not the top club in Ghana. A bottle and a table costs $330 USD. That's the equivalent
Mm.
of getting a bottle and a table. And I'm gonna tell you this: love my Nigerians, love my
Wow.
Nigerians,
Wow.
love my
Me too.
Nigerians. But these they was out there popping bottles at 330 a pop, and that's not. And we're not talking about this is not a foreigner price. This is the price. I'm telling you guys, it's not that they may still try to upcharge you if you just get a regular drink, but for the table, flat out. And I was like, wait, I know they ain't got like 6 bottles. They done pop 4 bottles for 3 tables and pop 4 bottles each. I'm from the United States. You're telling me they're from here, some of them from Ghana, most of them from Nigeria. You're telling me they're out here popping 4 bottles? I'm like, yeah, but it's like 5 of them here, but they popping 4 bottles on a Thursday night. I'm like, oh, and they must got
Yeah.
a discount. I go, they must got a discount. They must have tried
Yeah.
that $330 they tried to charge me for a bottle on the table must be a gringo price. They're like, and the Ghanaian woman I was with was like, nope. No, no, no. The Nigerian woman I was with was like, nope. And she be in the club. She knew the bouncer. She got my driver's girlfriend in the club for free because she wasn't supposed to even get in the club at all because she had sandals on. But she knew the bouncer, the girl I was with, that's in my video. She knew the bouncer. So told the bouncer the situation, bouncer let her in for free. So again, with everything else outside of the clubs, that's the cost of living.
Man.
So we
Okay.
discussed cost of living, we discussed
Yeah.
friendliness of people. Now I want to speak about the women.
Yeah.
When it comes to women and women of the diaspora that I've seen in the multiple countries around the world, without a doubt, I can say there's been nothing I've ever seen like the women in Ghana. Nigerian, Cameroonian, uh, Senegalese, any woman, all of the women in Ghana, there's been nothing in the sense of I've not been asked for $1 this entire time. Not a dollar, not a penny. The last woman was offering. She paid for some stuff, and I had to force her to take the money back. She paid for some stuff when I was trying to do stuff, and I'm like, I've never seen
Wow.
nothing like
Wow.
this around the whole from the diaspora of women around the whole world that I've been in. And I'm talking about I've been to London, I've been to Trinidad, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Cuba, I've been to Cali, I've been to Colombia, I've been to Brazil, I've been to France, I've been to England, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Abu Dhabi, I've been to Canada, the United States. I've been so many different places. Even without it, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. And it's not even just that; it's the way that they treat you. I kid you not. The first woman I was with in a adult manner, before we had fun, I kid you not, I got in the shower with her and she washed me down like Prince Hakeem and Coming to America. I've never had that in my life. I'm 40 years old, yo. I'm 40 years old, and I never had a woman grab the sponge, put the soap up, tell me to put my hands up, and like literally wash from my cubicles in my hand, scrub all the way down here. Got a little funny around the butt part, but but I've never had a woman like really just sit there and just while I'm standing up in the shower, wash me down. She getting her hair wet. She's sitting down. She braiding my hair too, but she's sitting down, scrubbing me all I've never had in my life. And again, not a penny was out. That's the reason. That's part of the reason why I said when we was going to go out, I said, yo, I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you an outfit because this never happened. I'm gonna buy you an outfit so we can go out. I
Yeah.
want to keep
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
around for the
Yeah.
day because and this happened at again. We didn't we didn't plan on going out until after we. So it wasn't like she was doing it because I bought her the outfit already. No, she was just again, man. So I don't
Man,
even
that's
think I ever
crazy.
had a woman ask to come meet me at the airport and pay for her own cab to get there, or what they'll consider TP. She paid her own TP transportation price to get to the place, and didn't ask me for a penny again. So
Where was
yeah,
she from?
she's from
That girl.
Nigeria. She's the college
Wow.
student from Nigeria, and she's a college student, meaning she pays for college too. So again,
Mm.
I've never seen that in my life. So, and I've been all type of black women. You know, I love my black women. Even American, I love American women. I love all black women around. I've never seen that like that in my life. So,
Bro, that's interesting. Was there any girls there from East Africa, like from Kenya, or not
or
that you
what?
ran into?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think
Mm.
the one woman I met that was funny because I didn't know she's from the only place in Africa where they speak Spanish. She didn't speak any English, and I thought they was joking with me because I was talking to her, and her friend spoke English, which is really jovial. And she was like, "Oh, my friend doesn't speak English." I'm like, "Oh, she must not like me." She's like, "No, my sister really likes you, or my friend really likes you." I was a sister or friend. My sister or my friend really likes you. But she don't speak any English. I'm like, "All right, so what she speaks? She speak Tweet? I mean, Tree?" She like, "No, no, she speaks Spanish." I'm like, "What you mean she speaks Spanish?" Black
You speak
African woman. I'm
Spanish,
like,
right?
I'm
You.
like, y'all know me también. So she's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh
Oh
shit.
my
But it
God,
was,
yo, that's
but
crazy, bro.
imagine a Spanish conversation with a person whose its accent is pure African accent. And I'm like, where are you from? She's from, I'm going to say it wrong, Ethiopian Guinea or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, I know the country. Yeah, it's close. I forgot the name as well, but right, it's the only country that speaks Spanish, right?
The only
But
country in the whole Africa that speaks Spanish. She was from there. And I'm like, that is rare because if she said she only spoke tree or God, I wouldn't have been able to argue. But she said Spanish. I'm like,
yeah,
what's up? So it was that was that was
yo,
that was the rarest outside of everything else. It's the only thing I seen that from another country.
that's crazy. So in all those places, as far as wife material, you're saying that that was the best experience overall? What
Hands
the guy
down.
was looking
It's
for?
it's not even a question. It's not, like I said, I've been over 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 countries. I don't know. It's not even a question. If you're looking for like a black woman, you're
Yeah.
going to get a different experience in Ghana. It's going to be expensive to get here, but it's going to be a completely different experience. It's going
Wow.
to be completely different. Like, it don't even, yeah, I was so cautious because when I was on Tinder, that's how I meet women on Tinder. How when I was on
Yeah,
Tinder, I'm
yeah.
like, none of them is asking me for money. So I ain't understand. I'm not on my head or nothing like that. So then when I met him in person and that whole energy still continued, I was like, oh nah, something's really up. Something's up. And I'm like, I was like, when I get to when it's time to get down to get down, I think something's gonna come out. Like you know how it works. When you're getting ready to get
Yeah.
down to get down, I was like, hey, Poppy, can you give me a little something? None of that stuff happened, bro. None of that stuff afterwards. None of that
Always
stuff
begging.
happened, though.
Always begging. Um, bro, that's crazy, man. Because of course, my mom's always telling me to go back home to find a wife, right? So yeah, all right. Man, so it's like that. Even better than Cali.
Way better.
'Cause
Way better.
I,
No, it's just no. There is no. And again, this is my. I've been here for 3 days. It's not the first day.
yeah,
Oh, snap, cool, that work. This is. I've been there for 3 days. I've had multiple dates with multiple
multiple
women
experience.
from multiple different locations around Africa. Dog, I'm going to hopefully say this correct. And I'll talk about this like whenever I do a live stream on my channel. Um, I hope no one's offended by when I say this. In my perspective, I don't want to say idolize. I think Ghanaian, Nigerian, and the African women I hear, even the guys, I think they're inspired by Black America by far.
Yeah,
So I think, and I want to say it in a way that maybe it's going to come off harsh, but I'm not saying this is a word that I think people will understand. I think, and it's just going to sound. Please, if you're watching this, don't click the part where I say this and put it in because it feels like you're being idolized as a Black American in Ghana, and to me it
wow.
blows my mind. It blows my mind. It feels like you're being idolized, and I'm like, nah, this can't be. But then when it continues to happen over and over again, and no one is asking for money, like yeah, you're gonna have some people asking for money because they need help, but none of the people who are giving you this information or idolizing you are asking you for money. It's like, all right, what the hell do we do that makes everybody here act this way? Because again, multiple women, multiple dates, multiple encounters. Talk with my driver. Like that's the only way I can really explain it to be blunt.
I think it's just the culture overall, bro. It's they know, you know. I think it's the influence. You know, black culture has a global
So,
influence. Yeah.
I agree. You can see the. It's like dog. All right, so when I know I've never been to Thailand yet, but I've dated a Thai girl for like 2 years who came over and she was only here for 3. I could see when a Thai woman was like she had a hip hop flavor, but here it's not like they're trying to be this. It's just it kind of like it's in them. It just doesn't appear the same way because it wasn't created by them. But it's like dog. I seen a dude with Timberlands and jeans, and he was like a big star. I'm like, yo, huh? That's how y'all dress? Like 90s? I'm like, oh, this is crazy, yo. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah. Yeah, like back in the days. That's true. Yeah, yeah.
dog.
Man, man, that's dope, man. I didn't even because I've heard different things. I mean, most of the time it's positive, but I've heard guys say before that they've had experiences where girls did ask them for stuff. But I mean, overall, it's been positive. You know, even my experience was positive. Partly because I'm from there as well, so I don't know. Like for me, it's interesting, bro. When I'm there, because I'm from Accra, but I grew up in America, so I kind of have this dual thing going on. But they get mad at me because I don't speak Twi.
I'm going back inside. Hold on, I
Yeah.
gotta move this camera. Thing. It's dark outside. You know what that means?
Oh yeah, the mosquitoes, bro. Yeah.
Oh no, and I got a light right above me. Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
not.
it,
It's
my
not.
boy. I got my yellow fever shot, but I don't be coughing up no phlegm or nothing like that. All right, so we go back inside real quick.
How's the weather out there right now?
About 85, 87, 89 degrees, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And it's like 6 o'clock at night. I was I can't wait. I can't wait till people see the place I stayed at on the beach. And it was
Was, was,
228 steps away from the water.
was it by
We was on
Labadi
the beach,
Beach or
huh?
was it by
I think it's
Labadi
about
Beach
wherever
or
is
is it
by
different?
Polo Club, across from Polo Club. It might have been Labadi. It might not have been Labadi. It might have been Labidi.
Oh,
It's isn't Labadi Beach is the best beach. The
right. That's
best
the
the
popular
best beach
one.
is
Yeah.
Labadi. It wasn't the best beach. It was
Okay.
the quieter beach. It was not this is the best. It's the quieter beach, but it is next to Polo Club. I got to figure the names of it, but everybody kept telling me to go to Labadi. Maybe one day I will go to Labadi beach before I go. I don't know, but
Yeah. You should check it
it
out
was
before you go, bro. It's
yeah. So
definitely
that's what the
experience.
girl
You
said.
know.
She said it's
You
24
got to.
hours of jumping, but
Yeah. You
this
got
beach was
to.
most of the on this beach I was at closer like around 3. It was by Tessie Road. So I think it was like I don't know. I think it started with L2, but yeah.
Man. So you had a beach house? It was right. So like it was in an apartment right by the beach that you were at, or
So it was like a trailer. That's the best experience. It was a trailer, but the trailer was like created into a house, onto a apartment, a 1 bedroom apartment. And when you step out onto the deck, there's a jacuzzi there. And then from the jacuzzi, you can sit in the jacuzzi. And then like if you see the picture I seen you in the jacuzzi, right? The one you can't show over here, I don't think,
oh yeah.
with the girl.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can in the
That was
background of that picture, you can kind of see the beach and how close you were to the beach. I don't mind if you show it, but I don't know if YouTube is gonna be liking that. So I
oh
would. I
yeah.
don't
You're right. It's probably.
know.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
you
no.
took the picture?
Yeah, I took this picture. I got
What?
videos. Those videos. I'm gonna put
Dang.
those videos out on my channel, but I got videos coming out from that.
Who's this girl?
That's the African I was just with earlier today. She just left. I
What?
told you I have multiple
Show this.
African. Yeah,
Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, you. I mean, I know you'll show the full video and the tour and everything on your page,
yeah.
but yo, I thought
I,
that you got this from the internet, bro. This is crazy.
no, I took that picture.
Wow, wow. How much was that a night?
What, the Airbnb?
Yeah.
$50 when I first got it.
$50?
It was surprising too. I booked it so far in advance. It was $50 when I first booked it. The issue was I had to change the date because the wedding ran long, and and then from the wedding I had to go directly to the listening. So I had to change the date, and they added another $50, so it ended up being $100. But when I booked it 3 months in advance, it was $50 a night. I don't understand how, but it was $50 a night.
Dang, and so it was like nice inside, right?
It was good. Yeah, it was good inside. It had 2 air conditioners, not just one. It had 2 air conditioners, so it's frigid. So while it's 90 degrees outside, it might be 16 degrees in the place. That's the difference in temperature. And it's like as soon as you walk in, you feel like, oh, I can't believe this is on the beach. It was so dope, bro. The only complaint I would have is that if you're coming to Ghana, it is important for you to buy an international Ghana charger because the plugs no one has plugs that you can plug an American
Yeah,
charger in. Very
yeah,
important.
yeah,
And I'll put this in the guide too. Very important. So
yeah.
luckily, this place, because it's a luxury place, and I'll show you guys around real quick. It has, and I'll show you what I'm talking. It has the actual plugs, and I'll show you the plug where it you can put your American thing in. Hold on. Settings, camera, first, back. All right. I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna walk into my place real quick. Where are my keys? Just to get, it's ain't gonna lock anyway. I'm gonna walk into a place. I'll show y'all. All right. So when you walk into the place, there's a bunch of women here too. You walk into the place. The first thing to your right is the kitchen. You got this like expensive like flat heat, hot point thing right here. Stainless steel stove and oven. Then the crazy thing is that as modern as it is, it still has that large African bowls that people use, and even the thing that make banku. The only
Oh,
thing, but it's
yeah, yeah.
marble. It's imagine having something that's like an older utensil, but it's marbleized, so it's more modern. And then all the pots and stuff. And then it has security, it has 24-hour security at the gate and 24 hours. Well, not at the gate. Sometimes it has one at the gate, one inside, but stuff is more modern. It has a microwave, stainless steel also. Thing cool about this is look at this right here. It looks like a cabinet, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
open it up and it's a refrigerator. I went and bought
Okay.
some liquor, a Vulcan
Sweet.
Blanco.
All right, you ready? You ready? Just in
I mean,
case.
closest thing they had to Don Julio. And this right here is the freezer. And if you need some more toilet tissue, and I have some other stuff up there. And then, mind you, I had a cleaner come today, so that's one reason why it's clean. Um, Stuff right here, modern bathroom, showers, glass, marble walls, little
Yo,
thing to
that's
put your
nice, man. Okay.
soap bottle, and it's hot water, and it's control right here. Hot water heaters right here. So hot water is good. It takes a while sometimes to come on, but it's good. Then you come over here. Mine is the studio. You come over here. My junkie area right here to give you a little ironing board and the iron. You got a closet here. Slide it this way. You got another thing here. Um, TV, bed, full body mirror. So when you step out right. And we'll talk about stepping out too. Because
Mm-hmm.
most people will be surprised how it works how nightlife works. And then I'm on the first floor, which is cool. It's just cool.
Yeah.
Um,
What about safety? You said you got a security guard there?
yeah. So all right. So hold on. Let me flip this camera again. Boom, 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 boom.
And that's a big one I was gonna ask you too, bro, which is safety between the different countries that you've been to. How does safety rank in Accra versus, Colombia or Cuba or Costa Rica, these or DR, different
You want me to answer
areas.
the safety question first, or the other question to ask first?
You can answer the other question and the safety question.
All right. So the way the guard works is that there's a gate. Because for all of them know, every place in Ghana, whether it's a house or apartment building or rest or anything that's not in the main center street, it has a gate. The property is blocked off by a gate. You know what I mean? It's like a big, tall, mostly brick gate, and it has a entrance. The wall, the gate, I mean brick walls, and then the gate is like usually a steel thing. They move back and forth, like the security guard moves back. So this place has a black gate where people with the security guard moves back and forth, so the random cars can't just get in. And then once you get past that gate, that's one security guard. Then you come into the thing. There's a pool. I could can't show you the pool because I think the Wi-Fi go out. There's a pool, and then there's another security guard at the front desk. Now that's during the day. During the day, you usually have two. When it gets like about, I guess, like 9, 10 o'clock at night, the security guard inside, they leave, and they have a little badge system where you swipe. Oh, no, hold on a second, y'all. Let me see if I can see it real quick. If I can't see it, I can't see it. I don't see it. I gotta look for it anyway to get out. They have like a little badge with a key, and the badge with the key, it lets you in and out the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So if you don't have that badge with the key, you can't get in and out. You can't get in and out the glass door. That's why I gotta find mine too. I hope the what's name didn't take it. I hope that the cleaning lady didn't take the damn key. I hope she's cleaning lady. I was at Airbnb the host because the cleaning lady was here, and I thought I had put that shit on the table and it's not there. But so that for as far as security at the place, that's spotless. You can't beat that. As far as security, as far as when you go places and stuff, I'd say it's gonna be fun. It's gonna feel funny because like if your phone can get snatched at any time if you're in a main crowded area. So I wouldn't suggest walking around with your phone in your hand. Maybe during the day you can pull it off, but at nighttime I can't imagine.
Yeah, they pickpocket out
doing
there.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're in the front seat of a car or you're in the back seat and it has no air conditioning, don't have your phone talking in the hand because what they will do is either a bike's to drop by and then reach in, grab your phone, and then they're off. And because it's a bike and it's almost always traffic up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, there's almost always traffic in the car. The bike will drive off and your driver will never be able to catch up to the bike, so you'll lose your phone. So whatever you do, if you're in the front seat or the back seat of a car, do not have your phone in your hand and your window down. If your driver has like my driver, my driver has tinted windows, and as long as you leave the window up, I could be on my phone. As long as the front window is not down and it's daytime. Like we just had some kids begging for money. I beg because they don't say I don't ask money. They say I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Like instead of saying can I have money, I beg of you, I beg of you, I beg of you. So it's like the kids were saying that, but my phone, I have my phone and I noticed that the front window was completely down. So I put it down because what they would do is if they can't reach in and grab your phone, they'll reach around the back and try to grab the phone. And once that happens, they off. So again, if that is a part of safety, if that aspect of safety, it could get very questionable. As far as getting in fights or getting robbed with no police in sight, I haven't felt that at any point that was even safety issue. I wasn't at any point where I've been, and I haven't been in the gutter parts of it, but in the main part I've been at, in the tourist section or on the beach, I've never felt like somebody would rob me or fight me or anything like that. Even though sometimes they might be rude and might bump you or something like that, watch your pockets, of course, but I've never felt like somebody was there. So that aspect of safety, yeah. Now the aspect of safety of women. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that next. As far as you know how it is in South America.
Okay. Here's the thing.
It can happen. Things can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. However, depending on where you find the women would be the more likeliness or less likeliness of it to happen so far. And again, I talk to locals, so me talking to locals and having the experience. So you have basically outside of Tinder, you have two different types of women you're going to meet. You're going to meet the women in the clubs, or you're going to meet the women on the street. The women on the street, they call and that was the first time I ever heard this saying. They call them spare parts. Now, what spare parts mean?
I
The
don't
spare
remember that, but yeah.
spare parts mean like that. You know how you sell parts when you want spare parts.
Right.
You just want to buy a part of a person. So I got the prices and everything. It's crazy, but those women they're honest to the point. They said both women are honest to the point of if you want to get it done, they don't go with the idea of trying to rob you. Drugging is not really the scope is not really a thing here because it's hard to get access to that. That's a plant that actually just in Colombia. It's not a plant that's really flourished here where it's so easy to get access to that. However, if you ask one on the street to spend the night, odds are you're going to wake up and something's going to be gone. This is going to be gone. They may not rob you clean, but something is going to be gone. Now you have the other ones are the ones in the club, the women you meet in the clubs, like the top clubs. You're going to be, and now they also do have spare part women in the clubs. It's going to be a higher price, but they also, if I had to take an estimate, and I talked to the woman about this, I'd say, and she said there was about 90% of the women in the clubs are going to be looking for money. I'd say maybe 85%, maybe 80% of the women are going to be looking for the money aspect of things. Now, if you get one of these women and you spend the night with them, it might be a lot less likely they're going to take something because they frequent these clubs. It's not like they can just keep moving around clubs like in like a Cartagena or in a Medellin where they can move around clubs and just never go back to the club. A lot of the clubs where they're going to find the top guys who are spending money, because most guys are not going to spend money, they're not going to let them in if they're getting complaints that get complaints that people are getting robbed by these women in these clubs. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
they'll be less likely to try to rob somebody, whether you're a tourist or anybody, if they spend the night. Not saying it can't happen, it's just less likely.
Okay. So overall, you would say it's safer, or you felt safer than you felt in, let's say, Latin America for the most part.
I don't have a comparison of safety because I feel safe everywhere I go. Um,
Yeah.
it, it's different. All I can say is different. It's different.
Yeah. Well, as far as how you would caution other people, because I mean, you're experienced travel, a traveler, but
I'll call some people the same around everywhere. Move the same in everywhere and don't and you'll be all right. If you move the same as you do in the States, as you do in Colombia, as you do in Brazil, as you do in Trinidad, as you do in Ghana, you'll be cool. But as you start to try to adjust your safety because you feel as though it's a more safe place, that's when things happen to you and you're like, oh shoot, I thought I could do that here and I couldn't. I don't get me wrong, I was nervous too. The girl that I sent you that I took a picture of, I took a risk because I left her in my Airbnb alone with my drone because I had a ticket for the cultural jam and it was the last day and I wanted to hang out with her afterwards too and and luckily it was only like 10-minute walk down the street but I didn't want to send it back home because it'd be hard to get it back or send it somewhere else it'd be hard to get it back in the crib so I just let her go to sleep and I trusted her to go. I left her with some money to go get some food. I left her with some money to go get to just do stuff. Like I gave her like 400 Ghana cities for that. For those of them, 400 Ghana cities is less than $20. So I left her with the money to go do stuff, and she even brought me back change. But that's just a risk that I took because I said the only thing I'm gonna lose is my drone, and I hate to lose the drone footage that I have. But if I lose the drone footage I have, I can't not risk losing it and stay here and risk not getting the Omale or Kitty videos at the concert from the last day. So again, you're gonna have to take risks if you're a content creator for sure. But I did feel like it was a risk that paid off.
shoot. Hold on 1 second, bro. Can you talk to the people? I gotta take this call real quick.
Sure. So like the thing I would say is this, y'all. Like, even though I've had this experience in Ghana, I can't promise you or tell you that your experience will be the same or even similar especially if you don't come to Ghana during Detty December, because Detty December is when a lot of the Ghanaians, Nigerians, and people from all parts of Africa or in the whole diaspora come to Ghana to celebrate a great time. So there are going to be a lot more options around this time than if you come in any other time to Ghana. Also, the prices are going to be a little bit higher, but again, I believe in negotiating prices at all times, but here you have to be honest with yourself. Check this out. So if a taxi cab, if somebody's selling something on the street, right, and they're like, yo, it's going to cost me, like, for example, we did a little carousel thing. He said it's going to be 80 Ghana cities, which is equivalent of less than $40 to my fault. Yeah, less than 40. No, my fault. Less than $4 to my fault. That's less than $4. It's less than something like less than $4. Yeah. So I see that's wrong. 6, 5. Like $5. Let's say $5. So 80 Ghana cities to do like a carousel thing with pictures. It doesn't make sense to negotiate with somebody and get them upset or get them, one like, why is he negotiating? When you're talking about $1 or $2. This is just all right, whatever. I don't care if it's a gringo price, if it's $1 or $2 more, even if it's double what I know somebody else would pay, we're still talking $3. That is the equivalent of, again, if somebody says something that's 80 cities and they just charge a Ghanaian person 40 cities, you're talking about the difference of $1 or $2. It's not worth it. And I think that's what I would say when you come to Ghana. Now, if it's something different, like I went to go buy a band, an armband, and the guy wanted 1,000 cities. For those who know, 1,000 cities is like, I can't 1,000 cities. Let's say it's rounded down to, it's like $50. It's like $60, something like that. You can negotiate that, but again, a lot of stuff I wouldn't negotiate. Let me see our comments. Let's get our comments real quick. I can't even see all the comments. I'm for y'all. All right.
Yo.
Are you back? All right, cool.
Yeah. Did you get one of these jerseys? You gotta get one of these before you leave, man.
It's the only thing. The only thing I only brought I only brought something for my mother and my grandmother. And the reason why I did that is because my grandmother wanted me to get something from Ghana, from Africa, from her, and my mother, mother. Normally I buy stuff for my kids, but my daughter's here, my son ain't gonna wear it, so I got this, and I also like spending money with the locals, so I got a nice little bag from one of the locals.
Oh yeah.
This is about
they call that the go bag.
to go bag.
Yeah, it's yeah, there's a history behind it.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's called a go bag.
So this was like 250 cities, and then I'm gonna break it down. 200. This is like 250 cities, and this right here I bought for my mother, and this was about 150 cities. Now, well, sure. Now the thing is this: when you're on the street, I would say always negotiate. You can pretty much cut the price in half. I know a lot of us we were thinking well, let's just drop it $20, it'd be 20 or whatever the currency is, and it'd be okay. You can cut the price in half and negotiate that also if you want to do that. But the girl I was with, the one you see in the picture, she was a hustler. So she's like a saver. She would give me all my change back, exact change, this and this. She will always try to negotiate everything. Sometimes I'm like, why are you negotiating? This is for me, it's like pennies. But she's not thinking about negotiating for me. She's thinking about I am Ghanaian, and she's Ghanaian / and Nigerian, both half and half. She's like, I am Ghanaian. I am not paying another Ghanaian this much money for this outfit when I know this is not what the price is.
Yeah, they trying to hustle, bro.
in her in her mind, she wasn't gonna be able to do that. So she negotiated. I negotiated it down, and she negotiated it down to 350 cities for both. Oh no, 300 cities for both. And I'm like, or 300. I think 300 cities for both, and or 320 cities for both, instead of the 500, instead of the 400, instead of the 400. No, my fault, 300. She negotiated down to 300 cities instead of the 400. What's the difference? Let's break down the difference. 300 cities is $20.
Yeah. Yeah. The 14 divided by 3. Yeah.
15,
About
15,
yeah,
15
15, right.
times 30. Oh no, it's 15. 15. No, it's just, let me see. Is it, let me see. Hold up.
No, you're right. It's $20. Yeah.
It- it-
Yeah. Yeah.
um, okay, so let's say 300 cities is because two times 15, 20. Yeah, 2 times 15 is 30, and plus it adds zeros 20. So
Yeah.
300 cities is $20.
Right.
400 cities is
Mm,
$26, $24,
yeah.
something like that. So it's
She got
like,
it down by $4.
what
She
she
got it
got it
down by
down $4.
$4.
I'm like, what am I doing $4? What the hell? I mean, maybe over there you could do. What am I do? Why are we even arguing over $4? And that's why I said
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to negotiate. Sometimes it's like, but with her, I didn't want to over talk her to say, yo, we talking about $4.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
No,
there. I'm
it's
sitting
the
there with.
principle,
I'm sitting
man.
there with. I'm sitting there with the ladies with 3 times the lady's salary in my pocket, and you want me to argue over $4? Man,
Bro, it's
three
the
times her
principle,
monthly
man.
salary in my pocket right now. And so again, negotiation. If you really like something, get it. Don't care. Always try to negotiate. But if they tell you something is 400, and they say, I said I negotiate down to 200, and they say the best I can do is 350, take it. Because I mean, come
Yeah.
on, it's $4.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Few dollars. It's nothing. Nah, that jersey they tried to hustle me though, bro. They tried to hustle me, man. They tried to get me for like it was a lot. I know earlier I said it was like 80. It was around like 70, 80 US. US. Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
didn't tell me the price of anything? That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. No, I was there with my cousin, and yeah, she went crazy on him. She got it all the way down to $20 from 80 to 20.
That's how much it
Yeah,
be. That's crazy though, because my
yeah,
the model chick I was with, she was a negotiating person also. So, but
yeah.
the only thing you have to negotiate is food. Once you eat the food, you can't negotiate the price down. You can't even negotiate the
Oh,
price if you don't eat it. I mean, like drinks and stuff, maybe you can negotiate it. I negotiate it at the festival, but food, it is what it is.
yeah, yeah, man. What you got for the night?
It's all. So check it out. You get a lot of information that. Oh my god, man! You get a lot of information that I haven't even You getting a lot of information. It's jammed up. You getting a lot of information that I haven't even said yet on my channel, but I'll do it. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't or might not know about Ghana yet. Ghana nightlife, and listen to me when I say this. Ghana's nightlife does not start until 1 a.m. I repeat, Ghana's nightlife does not start till 1 a.m. There aren't any clubs, the majority of clubs, that's all right, there's probably one or two somewhere in the world. There aren't, the majority of clubs don't open till 1 o'clock. And this is from what I hear every day. The majority of clubs don't open till 1 o'clock, and the majority of clubs don't end until 6 in the morning. All the clubs stay open until the break of day, especially during Detty December. The restaurants are the ones that you can go to, or the bars with food are the ones you can go to from like a 6 o'clock to maybe a 12 o'clock. But none of the clubs or bar. Majority of clubs or bars don't even open to 1 o'clock. We got to the club Crooner, which is it's only open like 4 days a week at that, and it's only open 4 days now. It usually open 3 days. It's only open 4 or 5 days now because of Detty December. But we got there at 12:50, ready to walk in. They're like, no, you gotta wait. We're waiting for it. It doesn't open till 1. So we really had to sit there for another 10 minutes before they opened it at 1 o'clock to let people in. We went to Soho.
Yeah.
I went to Soho. Soho is like more of an upper. Soho is more of an upper class. It's an eastern. I believe it's an eastern region, which is the more upper class region of Accra, and it's by the mall, by Mano Mall or something like that. It's in the mall, like part of the mall, something like that. And it basically has 2 clubs. It's basically a 2-floor club where the elevator takes you up, and the first floor is Soho, and the second floor is Soho. No, the second floor is Soho, and the first floor is another club. I went to both of the clubs. You'll see that video coming up. Also, I actually took the model to this right here. And
Nice.
there was more Americans in the Soho club because, like I said, they play hip hop. They played a lot of they didn't play new hip hop. They didn't play all old hip hop. They played new hip hop, and it's more upper class. There's going to be a line. They don't let everybody in. Of course, you know I don't like lines. So you could money talks. So money. Listen,
As
for
always.
those people, so many people in the United States are confused because they believe that the way the United States is the way the majority of the world works, and it's not. It's the opposite. The way the majority of the world works is different from how America works. We look bad at people using money in these poor countries or third world countries to get their way. But even within their own culture, every place I've been does the exact same thing. So when I got to the line, I knew how to think. This line is crowded. They stopped letting people in. I'm back here with the model chick. I know I got 4 times the salary of at least 2 of these people together in my pocket.
Yeah.
Let me walk up to the guy and say, yo, I want to get in. It's me and my lady. He didn't pay attention. Put the lady around and say, yo, we want to get in. How much? He looked at me. He said 300. 300 Ghana cities. I said, okay, for both? He said, yeah, 300. I popped out 600 and it went inside. 600 Ghana cities is the equivalent of, drum roll, $40.
$40. Yeah. 20 a piece. Yeah.
20 a piece. To skip a line after they said they're not letting nobody in. Huh. Why the hell why did I even come to the line if I knew I could do this right here when they said they're not letting nobody in? I paid 20. That's less than the price to entrance to most clubs in the States. So
Yeah.
again,
Oh.
like you have to understand that it's not that people are taking advantage of poor countries. That's never the thing. That's how Americans we think, because we think America is the be all end all of everything. It's understanding the economical power of the dollar as you move through the world, because everyone outside of the world understands that economical power.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we went to Soho. I was with my homie Ozzy. My homie Ozzy is actually from the States. We worked together too, and he was with his homie Ozzy. My boy Ozzy has a house here also, and he has a car here. So we bought some drinks. We chilled out for a
Nice.
minute. I bought my model a cigar. I got this self fitted. It's kind of dope. And then we left, and then Ozzy drove us back to breakfast. So again, when it comes to nightlife, it doesn't start till 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's like if I tell a woman, God, I've never seen a place like Ghana, yo. When it comes to women, I kid you not. If I tell a woman I want to go out with her tonight, she doesn't say no. I say, how long does it take you to get ready? She says, okay, we're going. I say, yo, I want to go out with you tonight, but I gotta do some things. She's like, whenever you're ready, call me, I'll come to you.
Wow.
Not a question asked. Not a
That's
question
that
asked.
easy.
not a money ask thing. Sometimes you do have to pay TP. TP is the transportation price. When they'll come here, they come to you. TP, you're talking at maximum 200 Ghana cities, which again is less than
I don't even $12 or less.
15, less than $15.
Yeah.
Less. So again, I've never been to a place where literally 98% of I wish I could show you guys my messages. 98% of the women right now, if I want one, I can have one, and I'm not paying nothing. I've never been to a place like this in my life, bro. This is mind-boggling, yo. I'm gonna be honest. This is mind-boggling. I've never been to a place where I can literally throw a needle into the ocean of Tinder, of the numbers I've got, and pick something out that I want to hang out with. Right now, I could. If I was on my phone, I could. If I would have thought about this at the beginning of this live, I could have called the chick before the live. I mean, when we first started the live, I could have text messaged the chick to come see me. Text her my address. She would have been here before the live even got to an hour. Random chick. I've talked to one time.
Oh, is that easy?
Random. Nah, I want to say easy now. That's a bad word.
Well, yeah,
that's just the way. That's just the way it works. That's the way. I literally. I couldn't. You guys know I travel a lot. I get a lot of women in the States. I get a lot of women outside of the States. I've been in Miami for 4 years. The women that is hard to get. All that stuff. I've never seen anything like Ghana when it comes to willingness to participate for women. Never.
Even the
never the word.
Even the most attractive ones are, would you say, cooperative?
Yes. On Tinder? Yes. Now in the club, you can have some. I don't know. I actually don't know. I've never walked into the club because every time I go to the club, I'm with a chick already. So I can't even. And they looking at you, dog. You're part Ghanaian, but they can see you're American, and they broke it down to me like, yo, okay, maybe he looks Ghanaian, but how he dresses, how he walks, his complexion, how he speaks, his dialect, his mannerisms. It's just you can't blend in. There's no blending in. There's no blending in. We're black, but there's no blending in.
You're
gonna stand out. So just be who you're gonna be. And dog, once they see that, bro, I kid you not, bro. And then if you talk, they put a lot of wealth for women. When I talk to the women put a lot in Ghana, whether they're Nigerian, Ghanaian, Ivory Coast, they put a lot of desiring a man in how well he speaks English.
No, that I did not know.
They put a lot of desire of a man in how well he speaks English, because speaking English well will be a representation of your education, a representation of most likely the family you come from, if you can get work, or where you're from. So this just us speaking, and we don't talk like the King's English. We don't talk the Queen's English.
No.
But the English we speak and the way we're able to articulate ourselves as Black people from the States, as soon as they hear your voice, you just see next. Then you see that they'll try to move a little closer to see if maybe they heard you wrong. And then you'll say, hey, how you doing? And then the faces light up and they'll stop. And I'm not, it sounds crazy, but I'm not one of those people
out there, man.
I'm not one of those people who exaggerate stuff. Anybody that knows my channel, I don't exaggerate. Yo, come on, this is the best country in the world. Come on, you can come out. I moved here, you to live here too. And then 2 seconds later, they're going to another country and saying that over again. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not me. It's just that here, I've never experienced anything like this when it comes to the women. Never.
Man. Yeah, I gotta go back, man. I gotta go back.
Never.
Are you gonna check out any other countries in Africa?
Not this time. Again, I would never suggest people coming to December for only 1 week. I feel
Mm,
like I wasted. I don't feel like I don't feel like I wasted anything because of how much content I got already. If I
yeah,
just went home tomorrow, trust me, this video is gonna be crazy, and just the
yeah,
experience I had was just unbelievable. I still got 3 days left.
yeah,
I'm right now. I'm trying to budget the money. I'm trying to budget the money
yeah.
because I can't. I'm like, I'll spend them. I got to go back and pay mortgages. Dog, man, listen, bro. I didn't ran it
Right.
up worthily, but
I mean, when you come back, not this time. I mean,
I don't know
when you come back,
because I wasn't supposed to come to. I don't like going places until I know I'm right to go out. I swole this out. I stole from Peter to Rob to pay Paul, whatever you want to say. You know, I swole this trip out because it was important for me because not to get the third December. That was a bonus. It was because my best friend got married, and I told her I would be there.
um,
I told
okay,
her I would
okay,
be there when she gets married, no matter where it's at in the world, because
right.
we've been through a lot of stuff together, and we have a
Mm,
17-year-old daughter. So I said I'll be there no matter what, and I'm a man of my word. So, but other
okay,
than that, going to other countries, I wasn't supposed to come here for 3 years, so I can't foresee me going to coming back to Africa for at least 4 or 5 years. And it's not because
wow.
I don't want to. It's just because I'm really working on getting my international property, and I got to get some things right after this trip. And then
Where's it
you
gonna
know
be at?
what?
The property.
Oh, Columbia, Barranquilla.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, I forgot all about that. You still looking at the same apartment building over there?
Still District 90. Yep,
Still the same one. Okay.
yep.
Um,
Again, I'm not one of the people who. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, I'm not trying to play it, but it's just I do research before I really put my stamp on what I want to do. And whether it takes a long time to do it or whether it takes a couple days. Like I was surprised how fast I was able to get. I mean, how I was able to get my Miami property. Before I said I wanted to get a property in Montclair, New Jersey, I wasn't able to. It didn't work out. I switched over to getting a property in Miami. I was able to get that property in Miami on the beach, on the Miami beach on the water, within 3 months, 4 months of when I said I was gonna get the property. I didn't know it was gonna happen that fast. It did, and now I'm doing
mm,
the same thing with Barranquilla, Colombia, but it's taking a lot longer. And the reason why it's taking a lot longer is because I can't. It's not can't. It's difficult to sell my Miami property right now because of the condo market and what's happening down there
man.
for the price that
Yeah,
I want to. It's not difficult to sell it. It's difficult to sell it for the price that I want to, where I can clear my debt, pay off because you pay off the whole property in Colombia in cash, and still have some money in my pocket. So
right,
it
right.
takes a little time.
Yeah. I'm looking at Barranquilla as well, bro. So, but I'm gonna probably rent first next year to just,
Mm.
6 to 12 months and then move from there. So, shoot, I'll be out there with you, man. It's something about Barranquilla, man. I
Again,
like.
like honestly,
Yeah,
if Ghana was as close as Cuba or Barranquilla, it wouldn't even be a question. It'd be Ghana, hands
yeah,
down. It wouldn't be a
or
question. But it took me 24 hours and 40 minutes to get from Newark, New Jersey to Ghana. Now, I could have got here in 16 hours at the earliest, but I would have had to take another 2 hours to drive or get to New York. And it would cost me another $150, or at least 1 hour to get to New York and $150 more each way. So
mm,
so basically
save 8 hours. Yeah,
yeah, so 17 hours and $150 more. It just I couldn't fathom doing that. But it just Ghana, if Ghana was it wouldn't be a question. I love I love Colombia. It's a place I definitely love. It has the most parts of the country that I love going to. But if Ghana was where Colombia is at, it's not a chance in the world I'll be
be no
going to Colombia
question.
first. I
Yeah,
mean, buying the property there first. Not a chance in the world.
man.
This is different,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel you. I have like, of course, I have my family lives out there, so I do want to have a house there, but like you're saying, Colombia is just it's just so close, bro. Especially because I'm in South Florida as well. So Man, Barranquilla, man. Uh, yeah, bro. So, do you have anything else that you want to let the people know? I don't want to take too much
Nah,
more of your time.
do make sure you watch like 4 or 5 videos before if you decide to come to Ghana. Watch 4 or 5 videos. My Black Man's God might not come out till like March, in January, February, March, like March. Yeah, maybe come out in March or February. It's going to be censored, of course, on YouTube. I'm going to have to say, I told you, Black YouTube will never get a version of the Black YouTube. The main will never get a version of the Black Man Guide again. That's not censored
Yeah,
because
they
never
took it
again.
off, man. I
Yeah,
can't
so
believe it,
after
bro.
four years, they took down a million view video that was helping people with 4,000
Stop
comments.
doing that,
That
bro.
that I didn't care about the money I was getting from it. I say, yeah, I would rather them have demonetized that video and left it up there to help people. Then I wouldn't mind putting more videos out than just take it down. Because you take it down, you don't take down these other creators who have
Yeah, yeah, that's a whole
you know
nother.
it's like it's dog. You don't take
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
take my video down. So all right, cool. But I will put the censored version up there because it's needed. It's needed for information. It's definitely needed for people to have information. And
yeah,
it's gonna be still interesting. It's just that there's so far, as you can see, and mind you, I still got 3 days left. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of video footage that's not going to be on that censored version.
yeah. You got a lot, bro.
Like
It's
like
good.
that jacuzzi scene, that's not going on a censored version at all.
No, no,
No.
no, not just
No.
from that picture. I can only imagine what else is there, bro. You can't. Nah, man, that's the views. Oh man. All right, that's dope, man. Well, you know where he's at. The Flyboy Way. Follow him everywhere.
Yes,
When
yes.
you gonna be back? Back. You said you're gonna be back Thursday.
Yeah,
Back
Thursday
home.
my flight leaves out. I was trying to because my son school was supposed to be going back to school on Friday. They changed it to not going back to school on Monday. So immediately I'm trying to change my flight and all this stuff, and it's everything is booked out to the 9th. I'm like, I can't come back January 9th because my son starts school on the 6th. So I'll be back on the 2nd.
All right, bro. Well, let me know when you are you gonna be in Miami in time?
No. I rent my place in Miami now.
Okay, so you don't need it. It's rented out. But you going back to and when's the next time in Colombia?
Honestly, I might not go to Medellin this whole year. The only way that I will be going to Medellin is if my lawyer informs me that if I sell my property in Miami. If I sell my property in Miami, then I'll have to go to Medellin and talk to my lawyer as far as buying the property in Barranquilla. Other than that, I don't see myself going to Medellin anytime in 2000 and
2025.
2025. And if I do go to Barranquilla, no, if I do go to Colombia, it will probably be Cali during festival. That'd be the only time I go to Colombia next year. That's the only thing I can foresee. Now, I should be taking, I should be taking my Colombian legacy that you guys know to
Yeah.
Jamaica. I'm taking her to Jamaica because that's where my mother's from, and
Hmm.
I'll take her to Jamaica in April.
Okay, so that's the next travel,
That'll be
basically.
that unless I sell my place in Miami, that will be the next travel. Unless I sell my place in Miami.
Okay. All right. We'll definitely be looking out for that for sure. Jamaica. I gotta check out Jamaica, man. Oh,
Mhm.
Caribbean. I heard it's a little expensive though in with Montego Bay.
Yeah, that's actually where we're going. It's Montego Bay, and her flight
Yeah.
from where she's at, and she's from San Andreas, and where she's at in San Andreas, the flight is like something like $450 for a flight, and then I got to pay for the Airbnb. I mean for the because we're gonna stay in a resort, so I'm gonna pay like she wants to go see her family, so we got to take taxis and stuff. So I'll probably spend like about 3K, 2,500 on that trip. but it's going to be resort type vibes. Because again, I've already I have my Cuba legacy, but unfortunately, my Cuba legacy slipped up, and it's not looking too good right now. We're still cool friends, but
Mm.
she ended up prego by somebody
Oh
that
God.
yeah, there was that. She told me she came out and was honest about it. And she was like, "Hey, of course, I had my friend. I didn't expect. I didn't say she could mess with anybody else. She had her friend that she was, casually just hanging out with, not a boyfriend or nothing like
Right.
that. Just casually hanging out. And over time, casual turns into
The local, the local
local.
dude.
Yeah, local dude. The local dude turns
Yeah.
into hey. So he and she,
So
so right now
no.
she's Yeah, so right now she's knocked up, and I was like, and so she asked me, she's like, "Hey, what month did you come down here?" And I'm like, "Might be a month too short." So you know,
Mm.
but it happens again.
Well,
It happens. It's
man.
the fact that she told me and she was honest with me, and she's like, "I'm not." So I sent her some money. She's like, "I don't want to take the money anymore because this was up." I was like, "All right, cool." It was dope to have it like that, but it is what it is. We still gonna try to build a legacy in Cuba and Colombia. It's just that now we just gotta start Cuba over again again.
Yeah. I never been out there, man. Let me know when you're going out there again. I know
Definitely.
the internet's different out there. Uh, from what I've heard, it's a different. It's not like
Non-existent
home.
almost.
Yeah. Shoot. But all right, bro. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing everything. Um,
We got it.
yeah. All right, bro. I'll hit you up. Um, and let me know, when you're gonna go live, and I'll definitely come on if necessary. If it's,
I appreciate you. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFlyBoyway. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.